We're the downtown grocery store. We serve the needs of everybody who comes into the store. We currently have 60% of our purchases by members, so that means 40% is coming from non-members, and it's important that we reflect the needs of our community. The sustainability part to me touches a number of different things. Part of it is with regards to just our sourcing of product. We have made a concerted effort to increase the number of local products that we sell. We consider local to be vital to the community and state of Vermont, and probably local as it applies to every other spot throughout the United States. 34% of the purchases that are made were local. So we're very pleased that we're doing as well as we are. We'd like to make that number closer to 50%. A lot of it's just availability. By buying local, by looking at what we can do, the more that we can do to encourage the farms that are there to do more, the businesses that are there to do more, to help them remain alive and viable, that certainly makes it more sustainable. And as I said, if we can continue to have more and more local, so that we're less worried about transporting something from California to Vermont or importing organic from China and Mexico, that's better for us. How do I see City Market being impactful on sustainability and investment in the community? The changes that I've seen primarily, I think, focus on acceptance of City Market so that more people are shopping here, so that more people are seeing the focus that we have on local, so that it continues to we continue to demonstrate the viability and the importance of local to the community. Every year, very specifically, we invest in our building, whether it's upgrades to our refrigeration, adding solar panels. We just finished a 2-year program of replacing 95% of the lights with LEDs, which in the long run will probably reduce our electrical usage for lighting by 40%. We average between $13,000 and $17,000 a month to Burlington Electric. Anything we can do to reduce that's important. A different kind of sustainability. In the community, I think it's reflective in a lot of ways. There's more small businesses around. You see the development going along Pine Street. You see that the city really has done a tremendous job in certain areas. Just what they've done on the waterfront to make Burlington a stronger draw. But now there seems to be sort of a revitalized approach to investing in Burlington long term. How does City Market support on the larger scale? Part of me wants to say that I think that we are a role model in many ways. We have to meet on a yearly basis with the City Council to report how are we doing back in their expectations of us, City Market, as the downtown grocery store. We have to report on things like the amount of local, how we treat our employees, the benefits we offer, what we're doing in terms of food availability for folks that are food challenged, and everything that we do with the Food for All program that supports food stamps and WIC. Our patronage refund, which is a direct benefit to our members. As a co-op, we're set up so that we're revenue neutral to our members. We don't make a profit on the purchases of our members. So therefore, all the profit that's associated with the member purchases goes back to our members either in the form of a patronage refund check, or we keep it here as retained patronage equity, which allows us to invest in the building to keep the sustainability going there. This year we're going to send back in excess of $850,000 to our members, and over the course of the last 5.5 years we've sent $27 million back to our members in terms of patronage refunds. There's not a lot of businesses around here that do that, but again, we're trying to show that as a cooperative, as a business model, that really can do a lot, because our motivation really is about everything that you want to talk about with sustainability. It's not about the bottom line. It's about how do we make the community better. If we can demonstrate to other businesses the importance of supporting local, doing everything you can to be a good neighbor to the land, and to the people who need the support. I think we do an awful lot that kind of grows that aspect of sustainability. How does the average citizen support the community? I think one of the easiest ways for them to do it is to participate. Put your opinion out there so that people know what's important to you. We have too many people that kind of sit back and say, well, I can't make an impact, and everybody can make an impact. You can't underestimate the single action. We want things to be available to people. We want things to be affordable. Having a sustainable approach means you're thinking about more than just the bottom line, taking what can I take right now. People need to take a much longer term focus. We have become way too short-sighted. Everything is about what can you do for me today and what's going to happen, and every time you finish the day as well, what are you going to do for me tomorrow? It creates a very destructive approach to doing everything you can to be successful and not worrying about the long-term consequences. Why is Burlington doing this so well? There's a harmonic convergence of things. We have the university, we have the medical center, which brings tremendous resources and many talented people to the area, and a lot of them choose to stay. We're very fortunate that City Hall is small enough that anybody can walk in there at any time and have an audience with the mayor or talk. We see Bernie Sanders and Peter Welch walking around coming into the store, and we can go talk to them. So there's an approachability factor based on our size. There are only 38,000 people in Burlington and only 650,000 in the whole state. That also puts a lot of pressure on people to make good decisions because we don't have enough people to really support all the demands of every single thing that we want to have. So we have to be smart in our approach to this. The forced thoughtfulness of CEDO in terms of things they do with the waterfront. The waterfront, when I first got here, was totally off limits because it was just all fuel tanks and a mess. And if you look at what's been accomplished in the last 35, 40 years, it's pretty amazing. A lot of right things happen at the right time, and then there's a lot of people who are really kind of willing to put it out there on the line. We have a lot of developers who spent incredible amounts of dollars in a way that's really benefited the city of Burlington without having this wholesale invasion of the land. We've had sensible growth, we've had Act 250, we've had a lot of things that have come together to really work.